A man has died after he was allegedly assaulted Thursday at a Plymouth home. Police responded to a residence on the 400 block of Saratoga Lane around 4:30 Thursday morning. When officers arrived, they found a man with severe injuries. He was taken to North Memorial Health Hospital in Robbinsdale, where he later died. Police arrested a man who is in jail for probable cause second-degree murder. As we went to air on Friday, charges were pending. Plymouth's senior living community is planning a major expansion. Trillium Woods plans to add 86 residential units as part of a $56 million expansion plan. The plans include units for the complete continuum of care, from independent homes and assisted living through memory care. A new bistro restaurant is also part of the expansion. The project is expected to break ground next year. A large church in Maple Grove wants to set down permanent roots. River Valley Church is planning to build a new 34,000 square foot facility in northwest Maple Grove. The worship auditorium would seat 600 people. The church has 9 other locations in Minnesota. The new building is proposed at the corner of Arbor Ridge Parkway and 101st Avenue. Right now, the church operates out of the Maple Grove Whirly Ball Entertainment Center. The Maple Grove Planning Commission recommended approval of the project. A group of Armstrong High School students are headed overseas to showcase their skills in the garage and on the racetrack. Reporter Kevin Miller has more on their long-distance field trip.
The Armstrong Supermileage team came back from Indianapolis with their heads held high.
And it was crazy. I was shocked.
The team went to the Shell Eco Marathon competition this spring and took first place in the continent.
I wasn't even trying to hold it back anymore. Who gets to watch their kids build a car that they race around Indianapolis Motor Speedway?
Competitors try to build the most fuel-efficient vehicle. Armstrong faced off with 70 other teams in a race against fuel consumption, but they started down the road of the racetrack months earlier.
The class itself helped build the frame, but then the club helped build everything else.
By adding this little bended piece here, it makes the side a lot stiffer.
The students worked together to install an ethanol-powered dirt bike motor and, well, everything else on the car.
This team is very special in the fact that we all work together so well.
But it wasn't all welding seams and punching rivets. Students had to hit the books to design the car and submit their plans.
The list for the rules is about 1.5 inches thick, and about 1/4 of that is what you have to have in your paperwork.
Using this, we were actually able to get a lot of our scores corrected there.
Their hard work paid off with a win this April.
It was incredible. The race was just something else.
I'm gonna be honest, I was jumping up and down. It was the best experience of my life.
With their first win under their belts, they head off to India in October for a global fuel efficiency contest.
There are a lot of challenges to that competition, but I know with my amazing team, we'll be able to overcome those challenges just like we did at Indianapolis.
The car ships off to India in July, and even if the team doesn't come home with a trophy, they've already gone further than they planned.
I joined the car class thinking, hey, it's something fun to do. I like cars.
I was really hoping to set a baseline and just build a foundation this year, and now I don't know how you top going to India.
In Plymouth, Kevin Miller, CCX News.
Monday will mark the first time that Minnesota will recognize Juneteenth as an official state holiday. There are a host of events happening to mark the occasion. Brooklyn Center will host a celebration on Saturday from 11 to 7 at Centennial Park. It will include music, speakers, and a variety of food vendors. And in Maple Grove, the town green, located between the library and City Hall, is hosting a celebration that features speakers, music, and food vendors. That event is on Monday and goes from 3 to 8 p.m. North Hennepin Community College in Brooklyn Park is also hosting a Juneteenth celebration that is on Saturday from 1 to 7. Stages Theater in Hopkins is starting its 40th anniversary with a unique fundraiser next week. The theater company will host its first ever Starlight celebration on Wednesday starting at 5 p.m. Local restaurants will have food available and young performers will showcase highlights from their entire season of productions. Organizers hope this continues to bring people back to the theater.
What we are really excited about is getting people back in and getting re-energized around live theater and around our youth performers who are the stars of the show and everything that we do. Stages Theater Company isn't just for Hopkins, it isn't just for the Southwest suburbs. It really is one of the pinnacles of arts, especially for youth theater throughout the entire Twin Cities.
In today's weekend showcase, the latest show at Stages Theater. Stages is putting on a musical version of Disney's Descendants, a story about the children of 4 main villains and the choices they make. One of the stars is Maple Grove Middle School student Carter Koo.
It might teach kids that you should be a leader, not a follower, and you should just be who you want to be and not follow under your parents or any other significant other's footsteps.
The show is also the 3rd production in a row for Robbinsdale's Charlie Rush Reese. He's a rising senior at Cooper High School and visually impaired. Charlie says everyone at Stages tries to make sure everyone can enjoy live theater.
They always make sure that I feel safe and always talk to me and make sure that I feel the most comfortable on stage, but also they make it accessible for people who come see the show. They have ASL, audio description, different devices like that for various performances, so no one will have to not see the show because of their disability. They have an option to come see it.
Descendants is now playing at Hopkins Center for the Arts through July 30th.
Find more local news stories at ccxmedia.org and follow us on social media.
The Benilde-St. Margaret's boys lacrosse team was seeking a 3rd straight state championship this week. Jay Wilcox has highlights from their semifinal game.
Top seed Benilde-St. Margaret's looking to stay unbeaten as they face rival Prior Lake in the state boys lacrosse semifinals. No one picks up Adam Backman of Benilde, and he rifles the shot home. It's 2-1 Red Knights after 1 quarter. Benilde's Robbie Hoyt gets a step on the defender and buries the low shot. This game is tied up 4-4 at halftime. Late in the 3rd, it's down low to Hoyt, and he tucks it in to make it 6-6, but Prior Lake leads 7-6 after 3. A key goal here. Max Anderson fakes the pass and comes out front to score to give Prior Lake a 2-goal lead at 8-6. Benilde in desperation mode. Goalie Axel Esco's long pass takes a big bounce, and Dylan Parker is there to score to pull the Red Knights within 8-7. But with time winding down, Jack Taco beats the double team and hits the empty net as Prior Lake ends Benilde's 48-game winning streak with a 9-7 win. Jay Wilcox, CCX Sports.
The Benilde-St. Margaret's girls lacrosse team lost to Lakeville South in early May. The Red Knights were looking for a different result when the teams met Thursday in the state semifinals.
The Red Knights seeded 5th for the tournament. The unbeaten Cougars the top seed at state. Great start for South. Charlotte Fannin passes to Katie Grubbs for the shot and goal just 15 seconds into the game. But the Red Knights aren't rattled. Maddie Kaltzis passes to Charlize Vang, who scores, tying the game at 1. One of 5 goals for Vang on the night. Maggie Grayshek with a pass to Julia Evans, and she scores. The Red Knights are up 5-2. They'd add another goal to lead 6-2. The Cougars rallied before halftime. Tori Cheetah fights her way through traffic and scores. One of 3 goals for her. The teams are tied at 7 at the half. Second half, and Cheetah picks up an assist, setting up Grubbs for another of her 4 goals, and South has the lead at 12-11. BSM, though, has the final rally. Trailing 13-12, Evans passes to Kaltzis, and she scores, tying the game at 13 with just 1:18 to go. Final seconds now, and watch for number 12, Lauren Hillens, cutting toward the net. Grayshek finds her with a pass, and Hillens scores with just 10 seconds to play. Benilde-St. Margaret's pulls off the upset. They knock off Lakeville South 14-13. The Red Knights face Edina for the state title Saturday afternoon in Stillwater.
State titles were on the line this week in golf. Jay Wilcox reports on the final round of the State Class 3A Boys Tournament.
A hazy day due to wildfires for round 2 of the State Class 3A Boys Golf Tournament. Max Wolf of Hopkins shoots matching 80s to tie for 59th. Champlain Park's Brian Terhar rolls in the par putt on West 4. He shoots a 72 and ties for 28th with a 152 total. Derek Stendhal of Maple Grove makes up for an errant tee shot on West 8 with the 15-foot putt to save par. Stendhal is 5th after a second-round 74. His Northwest Suburban and Section 5 rival Jake Birdwell of Spring Lake Park with a great chip on West 4 to set up a birdie. Birdwell follows his first-round 66 with a 70 to win the individual title. Blake Forrest of Maple Grove with a nice chip on West 8. That sets up a short par putt on his way to a 72 as he ties for 32nd with a 153 total. Jack Schrader of Maple Grove sinks the short par putt on East 7. He ties for 35th place with a 154 total. Gavin Grahak of the Crimson ties with Schrader for 35th. This is for birdie on West 8. Maple Grove has a strong 292 the second day, but they have to settle for second place behind Edina. Jay Wilcox, CCX Sports.
And congratulations to our local golf state champions. The Maple Grove girls team in Class 3A, the Tutino Grace boys in Class 2A, and Class 2A individual girls champion Grace Petzold of Providence Academy.